Hey, and welcome to Cool as a Cucumber Psychology podcast channel. I'm Dr. R, your licensed therapist, straight out of your favorite country, Mexico. Hey, and welcome to Cool as a Cucumber Psychology podcast with myself, Dr. R. I'm so glad you're here for another week of reflection, growth, and self-discovery. Last week, we talked about the power of encouragement and how important it is to give your inner child the validation they might have missed. If you haven't listened to that episode yet, I highly recommend going back and checking it out. This week, we're shifting gears to explore something a little lighter, but just as transformative: rediscovering play and joy. Think back to when you were a child. What made you laugh uncontrollably? I'm talking about that deep belly laugh where tears came out. Not sad tears, tears of joy. What made you feel free and alive? For many of us, the answers to those questions hold the key to reconnecting with a part of ourselves we may have neglected for too long. Today, we'll dive into why joy matters for your inner child, how neglecting play impacts us as an adult, and practical ways to invite more playfulness into your life. All right, ladies, sit down, buckle up. Let's get ready to have fun and enjoy our inner child. Let's start with why joy is so critical or crucial for your inner child. Joy isn't just about feeling happy in the moment. It's about experiencing a deep sense of connection, freedom, and self-expression. For children, play is their primary language. It's how they learn to navigate the world, explore their creativity, and build trust in their surroundings. When you were a child, moments of joy might have looked like climbing a tree, making up imaginary worlds, or simply laughing until your belly hurt. These moments weren't just fun. They were fundamental and foundational to your sense of safety, curiosity, and belonging. They taught you that the world could be a place of wonder and that you could be yourself without fear or judgment. But as we grow, the pressures of life often push joy to the back burner. We're taught to prioritize productivity over play, responsibility over spontaneity. And while those things are important, neglecting joy can leave your inner child feeling unheard and unseen. Without joy, we lose touch and the vibrant curiosity or curious parts of ourselves that remind us that life is more than just tasks and to-do lists. Any workaholics listening? Anybody who throw themselves so far into work that they can't find happiness doing anything else? I'm speaking to you, ladies. So, what happens when we lose that connection to play and joy, you might ask? For many adults, it shows up as a suppressed form of creativity, burnout, or inability to fully relax. You uptight a lot? Can't have anybody touch your shoulder or compliment you? You might find yourself saying things like, I don't have time for hobbies, or I'm not creative, or maybe even feeling guilty when you're not being productive. Here's the thing. Play isn't frivolous. It is necessary. When we neglect play, we're denying our inner child the chance to feel joy and freedom. Over time, this can lead to feeling disconnected from ourselves, struggling to embrace spontaneity, or even losing the ability to dream big. For example, let's say as a child you loved drawing or painting, but somewhere along the line or along the way, you've told yourself it wasn't practical or even good enough. You stopped, and now, as an adult, you might feel uncomfortable trying something new or expressing yourself and your creativity. That's your inner child longing for a chance to play again, to feel that sense of wonder and possibility. Now that we've explored the importance of joy and the impact of neglecting it, let's talk about how to reconnect with play and bring more of it into your life. The good news is it doesn't have to be complicated. Sometimes the simplest activities can reignite that spark. Here are a few ideas. Grab your notebook, follow along. 1. Revisit a childhood hobby. Think back to something you loved doing as a child. Was it coloring, dancing, building things, or singing? Pick one and try it again without worrying about how it looks or whether you're good at it. 2. Engage in spontaneous activities. Give yourself permission to do something just because it feels fun. That might mean play a silly game with a friend, or try a new activity, or even skipping down the street if the mood strikes you. Hopefully you're out and about walking, headed to the park. Can you do a skip? Can you still skip? Can you jog in place? You guys remember that game, Skip It? Or Where's Your Hula Hoop? Have you even played with your hula hoop lately? Excuse me. Number 3, bring nostalgia into your life. Watch a favorite childhood movie, eat a snack you loved as a child, or listen to a song that reminds you of a happy moment. These small acts can instantly reconnect you as your inner child. How many of us could sing the whole Destiny Child Bootylicious song? Or can we even go back to Britney Spears or Christina Aguilera? How many of us can do a Mary J. Blige 1-2 step? Oh, my childhood, I love singing. If you are a singer or think you can sing, please comment. Let's talk. Let's reminisce a little bit around music. That's my happy place. Last but not least, you can play with no purpose. Play with no purpose. Set aside 30 minutes this week to do something purely fun. No goals, no expectations, just the joy of movement. Going to the gym is not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about doing something childish, childlike, just to give praise and honor and gratitude to the inner child. Here's a practical exercise to help you get started. I call it the inner child play date. This week, carve out 30 minutes to do something your inner child would love. Maybe it's finger painting, blowing bubbles, or dancing around in your living room. Whatever it is, let go of judgment and just play. As you do this, pay attention to how you feel. Does it bring a smile to your face? Do you feel lighter or more connected to yourself? Write down your experience in your journal or take a journal voice note and reflect on what your inner child might be trying to tell you through this activity. I can't wait for you guys to tell me how you experience this through your therapies. Thank you so much for being with me today as we explore the power of play and joy in reconnecting with your inner child. Remember, nurturing your inner child isn't about living in the past. It's about giving yourself permission to embrace the parts of you that still long for the joy and freedom. I'd love to hear from you. What's one playful activity you're going to try this week? Share your experiences on my social media and tag me or tag the podcast so we can celebrate your journey together. And don't forget to tune in next week where we'll dive into another powerful topic to continue empowering your inner child. Also, don't forget, and I hope to see you at my Inner Child Retreat this March 20th through the 25th in Isla Mujeres, Mexico. You can also find me and interact with me at coolasacucumberpsychology.com or coolasacucumber on all social media platforms. Until then, be kind to yourself and make space for a little joy. Your inner child deserves it. Talk to you soon.